obsessed. This is something different. This is something that I've never done before. Hi everyone, welcome back. I know it's been a minute since I've been on this platform. I took a hiatus. I needed to reboot. I needed to assess everything. I just needed some me time and just to relax the brain, to give back this art. So for today's video, I want to give you guys a behind the scenes on how I come up with my looks, not only visually, but I want to bring my visual, what's going on in here, out and explain it to you guys on how I come up with these looks. I get a lot of questions on like, how do you do it? Like, why would you put this with that? And I feel like Instagram, TikTok, those platforms, everyone's attention spans are like super fast and there's not enough time to like explain it on those platforms. Whereas here on YouTube, we can spend a little bit more one-on-one time and I can go into depth because I love to yap. I love to just express what goes on in here and share it with you guys. So when I was on this hiatus, I was like, okay, I need to come up with like ways to figure out, because I figured out that I was posting the exact same thing in every single platform, and I don't think that that's what needs to be done. If you come from the Instagram or the TikTok world and you follow me, just so you know, you will see a difference. I am going to post different types of content. They're not all gonna be the same. If you like a longer format, more in-depth detail and about what I'm wearing, brands, so forth, this is the spot for you. And make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. And if you're new, how rude am I to not introduce myself? I apologize. My name is Drew and I am a living breed of fashion in all the realms. I love to style. I love to do some upcycling design work as well. We do touch base on like, you know, makeup and fragrances, because that's all part of the fashion community. It all just intertwines together. So if you're into that, stick around. And if you're feeling the vibes already, just go on ahead and subscribe. I really want to make this super fun now. Like, I just want it to be just so relaxed. Like, it's just me and you, and we're just chit-chatting and just, I'm showing you guys all the things like on how I come up with these looks, because it's a process. It's a process, believe it or not. And it's not just easy. It may look easy, but it's not. Like I said, every platform is gonna be different. So if I were you, maybe you wanna follow Instagram and TikTok. I don't know. The ball's in your court. So while I took some time off, I was really struggling to find inspiration. Like, it was fashion month, and to be honest, I wasn't extremely inspired by these collections, and it was very lackluster for me. I do want to note that I am not speaking negatively about any designer. I felt like everything was the same, so to speak. It wasn't like giving like, you know, what this design house is known for, what this one's known for. Like, everyone started to design the same, in my point of view. And I don't know if that has to do with like what's going on in the push of like, what's the quiet luxury space. And I'm not a huge fan of quiet luxury. I mean, you give me a challenge, yeah, I'll do it. But teach its own, you know, like, I'm not gonna talk down on anybody's style, because that's not what I'm about. And I love to create from within. And yes, you get like inspirations here and there, and like something that just switches off. Like, it can be like anything. And shout out to my girl B. She gave me some motivational, what's the word, affirmation, because I was like, what do you get to inspire you? Like, what inspires you? And she left me a message and she said, release the pressure of searching. I was searching and searching, like, bad. I don't know, like, these migraines were happening. I don't know if I was thinking it. I was looking at everything, like my phone, and just trying to grasp what I can. And you know what? It just wasn't hitting. And then she sent that part and I was like, release all of that. And I was like, okay, if you feel like you're down and you can't figure out any kind of like inspiration, it's okay to take a minute pause, relax, and just let it come to you. You know, I feel like when we rush things, it's not our best. It might work for some people. Some people like to work really well under pressure. I do in some circumstances, but I really take my styling serious. The bad thing about me is that I have like this perfectionist vibe, and I don't need that. I need to release that because I strive to be perfect. I don't know if it's like a millennial thing, to be honest. Millennials, let me know if you are also a perfectionist. I just felt like in that time of growing up, everything just has to be perfect. And I'm so inspired by this new generation because they are just being themselves, and it's okay to make mistakes. And it's so hard for me to be like, if I made a mistake, it's okay. I'm like, it has to be perfect. It has to be perfect, but there's no such thing as being perfect. I would like to know what inspires you, because you might not even know that you telling me that this is what inspires you might actually inspire me. Yeah, so this is the best place to document what I do and these looks that I come up with, so I can go back and reflect and look at them. And it's also there for you to see when you want to go back and you're like, I had inspiration, I remember that look, and you needed something more in-depth detail. Here it is. Let's go to the closet and let's put this look together. We are in the closet. My apologies, it's looking a little rough, but this is what goes on, you know? And it's trying to release that perfectionist of having everything perfect. Like, we're gonna be as raw as possible. We gotta look the part sometimes and not just overly done, and I wanna be comfortable. So this blazer is actually upcycled by me. I added all of the detail. Love the back, it's super fun. It has this feather brooch, and I love that brooches are like the best thing ever to change out, because I've actually had another big brooch with it when I went to the rodeo. Yeah. And the top is thrifted, Kiss Banty. Jeans are the flare legs. I got these in the women's section. You wouldn't have known. But they're flare leg, and the chain belt is from Purple. This is my new favorite, like, artist. Her name is Valfre. Like, look how cute this lamb is. So cute. It's just like a little cool, like, you know, just charm for my pants. And then for shoes, I'm wearing these bear claws. Look
Wow,
how
look how they did the toes.
These are from Bravest Studios. Yeah, super fun. Get into the fall spirit. So let's get into this look. I've had these thrifted wide leg brown trousers. I'm looking for a better quality. I want like a wool style, if you know of any that are bonus sizes in the women's department, or even men's. But I just feel like I gravitate towards women's clothing because it's just has more look. It has more, yeah. You know what I'm saying? This is the only brown wide leg pants that I have in my wardrobe. So definitely sound off if you know of any really good quality wide leg trousers. I would really appreciate it. So it started with these pants. I haven't worn these, and I was like, all right, I need to figure something out. So this is one of my favorite balloon skirt. I got this last holiday. It's so fun. It has pockets, and I like to layer the skirt over wide leg pants. I just feel like it just looks cool. If you love the dramatics, you're at the right spot, because that's all I do is the dramatics. You're here for it because it's gonna be good. Okay, what can I do to make it pop? Because this is giving very bland. It's giving lame fall. One of my favorite tees. This is from, what is it called? Dark Sport. I've actually styled this with brown before, and it just looks so good. But I'm like, I already did something like this. I gotta switch it up. So I thought about it, and I was like, what if I wear the shirt back to front? To be honest, I hated the back of this tee. I was like, this tee, this is hideous. Like, it's so good this is hideous. I don't understand the cherry blossoms. And I was like, you know what? I am not mad at the cherry blossoms, the pink with the brown. I think that's really pretty together. And I'm like, okay, I'm not a pink guy. All right, I gotta figure this out. Like, I gotta just test myself. I have to keep going. I cannot just settle for less. That's not what we do over here. Let's go on ahead and put this on. Let me back up as much as I can so you can kind of see the full effect. Maybe I can back you up a little bit more. Okay, I think this is pretty good. Yeah? Yes, somewhat. So this is what it looks like on. If you're new here, I always say, trust the process. And when you do trust the process, you become a trustee. And always expect the unexpected. So back to the look. This is giving me Chun-Li vibes with the cherry blossoms. And the way that it says wolves across the stomach, it's giving me like thug life. Yeah, juxtaposition. That's all what I'm about is just trying out new things, mix matching things, and just trusting the process. And I was like, Chun-Li with gangsta, oh, I'm here for it. Here for it. So then I was like, all right, cool. So I was like, I think I need to get something that kind of gives that Chun-Li vibes, but, you know, fashion. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully this is not a problem. But I have this leather wrap belt from COS. I actually thrifted this and it's in great condition. Let me pick up the skirt a little bit and let me cinch in the waist. Loving the direction of the way that this is going. Like, oh yeah. Yeah. This vaquera, I think that's the name of the designer, has like these like ads on Instagram that are like haunting me. And it's like a bodysuit with these shoulders. And I was like, ugh. I have shoulder pads. I have shoulder pads. Let's put on the shoulder pads. Sorry for the noise. And I'm here for it. I don't know why, but when I think of like gangsta, I think about what's gangsta to me. And I feel like my Mexican culture gangsta is what stands out to me. And it's not like, I guess, your typical gangsta, but I guess that's what I love about my brain because it's different. What can I do to bring in that Mexican flair? When I think about Mexican, I think about my upbringing Mexican, Western style, cowboy hats, like my grandfather. And I love a cowboy hat. It just gives me all the energy that I need. Like sunglasses do that, but I think cowboy hats are starting to do that for me. So I was like, let's bring out some of that Western to the Chun-Li and gangsta vibe. I have this concho. See, can you see it, guys? This leather and concho hat accessory, and I like to wear it as a choker. And it creates this choker moment. Like, I love what it's doing. Like, I need a little bit more like drama. And I don't know who posted this on their stories, but punk came from a Japanese anime artist. I was like, let's bring out some spikes. So this is a silver spike chain that my partner got for me. It's actually a pant chain, but I'm gonna wear it as a necklace. So good. So I'm like, okay, so now I'm introducing one of my core aesthetics, which is, you know, just anything edgy. And I'm starting to realize Western is too. If we're gonna go that Western route and we're gonna go like that Mexican gangsta, like lowrider, I'm like, should we put a bandana on the head? Before I put this on, the shoes that I'm thinking are gonna be these. These are the Ciro Gina boots, I believe. They're no longer in business. Love these. I wanted something that's not super high, but I want them to puddle. And these are the best boots. I'm not gonna put these on right now because it doesn't matter because you won't be able to see it. But you will be able to see it if you go to the Instagram and watch the look. So yes, those are the boots. Back to the bandana. This is the bandana. I'm gonna put it over here. And real quick, it has like this Western detail, which is super cool. Going with the vibes. I know, stay with me. Now we're giving a little bit of everything with this bandana. This is when I put on the hat. Like everything just starts unfolding. The Japanese culture. Then I think about Beyonce when she did the Cowboy Carter press tour in Japan, and she did that photo shoot with the 18-wheeler, and you know, I just started like everything just started like just starting to come, and that's like the best feeling ever. And I'm actually starting to feel and realize that cowboy hats are my thing. Embrace it. This is my culture. This is probably my grandfather like saying, "Hey, put on a cowboy hat." That's all he wore. And I'm like, this is my culture. Mexican, Western, like let's do it. Very Tejano style. And my friend Ro, I had posted a picture with this hat and bandana combo, and that was also another factor that was like, hey, you know, like I really like that. And that stuck out to me. I was like, oh, cool. He liked that. Like, that's cool. You know what I mean? Like, I get inspired by anything. And I was like, let's bring out the tilted hat with the bandana again. It hits so hard. Like, I am obsessed. This is something different. This is something that I've never done before. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. These are the sunglasses that I think would look best. They are the Versace low arm black. I just like the drama. Kind of gives, like, if you're familiar with Chun-Li, she has like all her ribbons flowing, so it kind of gets like a still image of like the ribbons flowing. And I just think it's a cool side profile with the bandana and the hat. I do wish that this was just a little bit higher. I don't know if the sunglasses are going to give a glare, so I'm going to take them off in the meantime. And let's talk about earring, bringing out something super edgy, super Western. This is actually a horn that I got from cleaning out my aunt's closet, and just a random earring hoop. Eating, then I'm on. So I don't have a spiked bracelet, so I'm thinking we can make something work. I'm looking for a carabiner. Where is the carabiner? Found the carabiner. This is one of my favorite. Oh, the carabiner was already on it. Okay. Ew. All right. This is my favorite. I got this from Marc Jacobs. It has spikes. It has safety pins, stars, super fun. And I'm like, I don't have a spike bracelet. I know that's weird. So let's make this work. And voila. Here's the bracelet. It looks so good. And I have like this dangly part, because why not? It's the dramatics. Oh, that looks so good. It's eating. Okay, so, oh, and then the fingers. This is the ring stack. So good. I feel like the outfit is already getting to its complete form. I don't think it needs a whole lot more other than a bag. Oh, I do want to touch base on the fragrance that I chose for this look. And it was part of this beautiful gift that I got from Margiela. Super cool. I already have the fragrance out the package because it smells so good. So, yeah, so cool. This is replica by the fireplace, travel size, and they gave like these descriptions of what the fragrances are. And the fragrance that I chose for this is Replica Jazz Club. It's this one. And it has notes of pink pepper. Pink pepper. It smells so good. It's so light. It's so airy. And it has a little bit of that powdery scent, which it's so refreshing. And yet it has like that warmthness of the fall. So it just ties everything in. The pepper with the black, and then the pink with the cherry blossoms, and, you know, the warmth of the fall brown. And then for lip, is this Valentino, I think it's called the Hydrating Spiked Valentino Lip Balm. There we go. And this is in the shade, it's like a really nice light pink. So pretty. Get it? Cherry blossoms pink. It's like everything has to just work together and everything has to like bounce off of this story that I'm creating randomly in my head. So it just makes sense to me, and I hope it translates and it makes sense to you. This is so good. This is one of my favorite lip balms. It's super hydrating. It doesn't dry my lips out. And for bag, I feel like if I do something that is, like small, it might look too formal, and I want this look to look more just toned down a little bit. So I was thinking I should bring out the famous to me because I love this bag down. This is the Cara nylon tote bag in a jean style with the chunky silver pant chain. So good. Picks up off of the edginess of the bracelet and the spikes that are going on up here. So you can see the whole relationship going on. I don't know if I need to bring out more pink. I do not have a lot of pink. But, sorry if that was loud. I got excited. I do have a pink Labubu. This is the pink Labubu, and it has on the Weekend After Hours Tour wristband. It's kind of like a little sash. Super cute. Should I clip the Labubu on? Let me clip her on real quick. We're back in business. The Labubu is on. How cute. I think that makes it a little bit more playful, a little bit more fun. It picks up off of the pink from the cherry blossoms. It just introduces more color to the look. I think we're done. Yeah, this is the vibe. This is the vibe. So different, so cool, so dramatic. Like, get into it, you guys. I'm gonna back up as much as I can. I mean, there's really nothing else you can see at the bottom other than some shoes. But yeah, this is the look. What do we think? What do we think? I think I nailed this look. And this is the best feeling ever when you feel like you haven't had any kind of inspiration. And it all started with these brown slacks all the way from Chun-Li to gangsta to Western to Mexican to edgy to rock star to, it went everywhere. Beyonce, all them, okay? And look, we're here. I am not mad. I am in love. This eats so hard. If you guys want to see the full ambiance with music, the music choice that I picked for this look, head on over to my Instagram. You'll see it there. And on TikTok, I'm getting a little bit more looser and fun over there. That sounds crazy, but it's getting a little fun over there. So go check out TikTok too and answer what I asked. I just asked Labubu or no Labubu. Don't tell me here. Tell me over there at TikTok. I hope you enjoyed the behind the scenes process. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next Dramatics Styling.